What does the ideal candidate for an entry-level job in pharma manufacturing look like? Well, we've been analysing entry-level pharma job adverts to find out, and now we're counting down the top 5 skills. In this video, we're specifically looking at soft or transferable skills. So no matter what your education or work background is, it's likely you can boost the case for yourself as a suitable candidate by demonstrating you have these skills. And while this is a good general guide, the most important thing to remember is to carefully read each individual job advert and highlight the skills mentioned within it as you tailor your CV. So let's count down the top 5 skills. First up, we have computer skills or IT literacy. We found a third of adverts mentioning this skill. It's extremely common to see computer skills listed on job adverts across all sectors these days, and the pharma industry is no different. But why are IT or computer skills important in the pharma manufacturing industry specifically? Well, computer systems are involved throughout the pharma manufacturing process, and while full training will be given on the specific systems to be used for any given job, employers are looking to see that applicants can demonstrate having learned and used a computer system before. Here's a selection of the examples we saw in real job adverts. We see phrases like proficient in Microsoft Word, Excel, etc., computer literate, and basic PC skills and advantage. So, how might you demonstrate this with examples from previous employment? Do you use a computer system in your current employment? Have you previously had to learn a new IT system for a job? Or does your work currently require use of specific packages such as Microsoft Office? And then how could you demonstrate this skill with examples from outside of work? Do you regularly use a computer at home? Are you the person that friends and family come to when their IT goes wrong? Or have you bought and had to learn how to use a new piece of IT for your home? Having examples like these makes it easy for anyone reading your CV or interviewing you to see that you can bring this skill to their job. Next up is number 4 on our list, attention to detail. Again, we saw a third of job adverts mention attention to detail as a soft skill they were looking for. This skill typically includes things like paying attention to the smallest details, working with precision and accuracy, and taking great pride in doing things right first time. So why is attention to detail important in pharma manufacturing? Well, in order to maintain the overall quality of the product, and therefore the safety of the patient using it, the pharma industry has clear rules and regulations that must be followed at all times. Every member of staff must be able to quickly spot when something isn't right and take effective action to correct it. Here are some examples of how this skill showed up in job adverts we looked at. Excellent attention to detail, ability to show independent initiative, and be conscientious with strong attention to detail. But how can you demonstrate attention to detail on your CV or at interview? Do you have experience working in any type of regulated environment? Have you had to follow strict rules and protocols before? Have you noticed when something wasn't right and taken steps to correct it? And maybe a little trickier, how can you demonstrate this skill with examples that aren't from a workplace? Do you perhaps have a hobby that requires close attention to detail? Or has your right first time mindset saved you time, money, or prevented an accident? Is there an area of your life where you have to stick closely to rules or regulations? These are all great ways to demonstrate attention to detail. Now, we're getting into some skills that lots of adverts were looking for. Next up is number 3, being proactive. 47%, that's almost half of adverts, mentioned looking for a candidate that was proactive. Being proactive is often closely linked in job adverts to initiative, self-motivation, and the ability to work on your own. But why is that important in pharma manufacturing? Well, as previously mentioned, there are strict rules and regulations that need to be followed in pharma manufacturing, and employers are looking for staff that can be trusted to follow these without constant oversight. It's also important that staff report when things go wrong and confidently follow procedures. So here are some examples where we saw job adverts looking for proactiveness. You can demonstrate a can-do attitude, self-motivation, and a proactive approach being desirable. So how can you demonstrate this skill in your CV or to an interviewer? Let's think about some work-based examples first. Do you have examples where you've gone above and beyond within the workplace? Can you describe times where you've taken proactive steps to meet workplace goals? Was there a time where you showed initiative to make sure a positive outcome was achieved? And then what about some examples from outside of employment? Do you have any hobbies that require you to be proactive? Have you ever taken the lead to initiate change within a group? And maybe there are examples from your social life where you've proactively taken steps that have led to improvement or progress. Any similar types of examples are a great way to show a prospective employer that you can be proactive. Our number 2 skill was also mentioned in almost half of job adverts. It's teamworking. Teamworking is an important skill in many jobs. Communication, finding compromise, and working in collaboration with others towards a shared goal are all parts of success within this skill. So then why is teamworking important in pharma manufacturing? Well, it might surprise you to know that pharma manufacturing is definitely a team effort. You might share a space with colleagues working on the same stage of manufacturing, and even if you're the only person doing your specific task, there will always be others interacting with you on a regular basis. Here are some examples from real job adverts. Proven ability to work in a team environment. Experience working in team environments being essential, and contributing effectively to a collaborative team environment. There are lots of ways an interviewer might want to discuss team working with you, but here's some ideas about how you might demonstrate team working skills. Where can you show team working from within your employment history? When have you worked with others to achieve a common goal? And have you ever had to overcome any difficult team dynamics to achieve success? Also, you've probably got some great examples of teamwork from out with your work. Do you take part in any team sports? Are you a member of a club that requires you to work with others? Or have you worked with others in your community to achieve a common goal? It's great to highlight that you've worked in a team when you're writing your CV, but keep in mind that in an interview, assessing this skill can often be framed as a question where you have to demonstrate overcoming difficult team working dynamics. Okay, so we're down to our last skill, the one that appeared on more entry-level job adverts than any other. Can you guess what it is? Of course, it's communication. In our analysis, we grouped together any mention of communication, and a staggering 70% of all job adverts mentioned this. Verbal communication skills are about how well you can verbally explain your point to others or persuade someone to your way of thinking. Written communication skills refer to the ability to clearly and concisely relay information in writing. Successful communication usually requires that someone can achieve these things with a wide range of people and adapt their communication style to fit the audience. So, why are good communication skills important in pharma manufacturing? Quite simply, product quality and patient safety are crucial outcomes within pharma manufacturing, and communication is key to achieving both. Employees must be able to take instruction, both verbally and in writing, and follow it precisely. They must also be able to relay information to others in a clear and succinct way, and document their actions in accordance with regulatory requirements. There were lots of examples from real job adverts, here are just a few. Communicating openly with colleagues, possessing strong verbal and written communication skills, and clear communication skills. Now, pretty much everyone can demonstrate some level of communication skills from a previous workplace. What previous duties have required you to interact verbally with other staff members or customers? Have any of your previous roles required you to communicate in writing? Can you demonstrate praise from previous employers, perhaps through appraisals, of your communication skills? And you probably won't have too much difficulty finding some examples from outside of work either. Do any of your hobbies require you to relay information verbally in a clear and concise way? Do any of your hobbies rely on written communication? Or are you responsible for written communication, such as keeping minutes or writing a newsletter within any groups or committees? These are all great ways to demonstrate to an employer that you are bringing significant communication skills to your job application. So there you have it, the 5 skills we found most commonly sought after in entry-level pharma manufacturing job adverts. When you're looking to make a start in a new industry, it can be really easy to focus on the skills and experience you don't have. But hopefully you've seen here that it's easier than you first thought to be able to show that you've already got a lot of useful skills. If you're interested in starting a new career in the pharma industry, head on over to GetReskilled.com and find the course that's right for you. We've got courses to suit every skill level and can confidently say we teach people from any work background and give them the skills and knowledge they need to be able to land their first job in pharma. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the pharma and med device industries.